Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Jedi. So, today I'm going to talk to you guys about President Trump. You might be thinking, no brainer, you always talk about President Trump. True, but today we're going to be talking about why he's not racist. Now, some of you guys might be saying, nah, dude, President Trump is very racist. Some of you guys might be saying, yeah, I totally agree with you. President Trump is not racist at all. But let's just set those things aside, all right? We're going to think about President Trump as like a neutral person, all right? Let's just pretend he never ran, right? And even if you want to pretend that he's running, let's just pretend that he's just running from the neutral party, and he's not Republican, he's not Democrat, he's just a normal person who's running. All right, let's just think about him like that. Now, let's see how we would actually judge him, why he's being hated, and why he's not racist. All right, as always, let's go. All right, so let's start with the basic facts. Of course, President Trump has never said anything, specifically racist. Like, he's never called anybody any names. He doesn't drink or smoke, so there's no such thing as, oh, I was drunk. He can't really use that, and he can't say, oh, I was high. So he doesn't really use any of those excuses. Of course, we've seen a lot of him being honest and talking about other things. We'll get to that in a different video. But as far as race comes upon us, he's never exactly said, all right, black people are this, white people are this. He's never actually said that. And whenever he talks about race, he talks about the certain advantages that go on. Like, for example, he's talked about colleges and how African Americans tend to have a higher acceptance rate into college, and how it's a lot harder for you to be a well-educated white male versus a well-educated African American male, and how the African American male is going to get accepted to college. Now, some of you guys might be saying, hey, that's very racist. He can't say that. But hear me out. If that was really racist, then when he first said it, he would have said it because he was running. And when he said that, he didn't mean it in him. Like, he didn't mean it like he would value it like that. He said that he would value it, and it was the way that the colleges looked at it. So he didn't really like that, but he was just saying that that's the way the colleges looked at it. So he was just stating facts. He wasn't really being racist by any means. Now, of course, the people who aren't big fans of him would say that he's made remarks about immigrants. The thing that he said is he's always said that he's against illegal immigrants. He's never said he's against normal immigrants. He thinks if you come in here legally, and if you follow the right paperwork, and if you do go over everything correctly, and if you help the economy, then why would he hate you, right? He's of course going to be welcoming. He's talking about the illegal immigrants and the immigrants who come over, and they end up doing drugs, and they end up doing different things that end up destroying our economy even worse than it already is. So as far as racism goes, President Trump is never straight racist. He never really calls anybody out specifically. And as far as most politicians, they usually don't do that. For example, Obama, of course, former President Obama, one thing he used to always do is he would go up to the crowd. For example, if he went to a place with a majority of white people, what he would do is he would speak to them in his very formal lawyer-like talk. He would talk to them in a very, American accent. Whereas if he were to go to an area with a bunch of, African American people or black people, then he would bring out his southern slang. He would start throwing a lot of ain'ts. He would start using the language that that people usually use in the hood. That's what they call the communities where black people are from. And of course, there's nothing wrong in using that, right? I totally support him, but I just don't know if it's a great idea to speak one way to one crowd, speak another way to another crowd, and it's kind of just colliding. And of course, you could say he's a great politician, but that's the main point with President Trump. He's not a politician. He's just a businessman, and he basically treats America like a business, and he runs it, and he's not doing too bad. So let's see how he does for the next 4 years if he gets reelected, which right now, even though most of the polls are saying that they're misleading, go check out my other video I did on polls and how polls are just misleading. They don't really say anything straight up, and why you should never follow them until the day of the election. Of course, they said Hillary was going to win. Did she win? No, she didn't. So we can't really trust polls, and go check out that video. But guys, don't trust anything that you hear in the media, right? All media is biased. Now, there could be one or two media sources that are not biased, but even them, sometimes they do lean one way. It's pretty much impossible to be neutral and, cover the same of both topics, since both topics are really hot, and you kind of have to pick a side. Of course, you could be a bit left, a bit right, and an extreme right, extreme left. By the end of the day, you're just right or left. There's no such thing as I'm in the middle. And of course, if you were to be in the middle, the BLM protesters wouldn't let you do that, because they say that if you're neutral, then you're a part of the right side. So I guess let's be on the right side of history, right? yeah, it's up to you guys. Make sure you guys go like this video and comment, subscribe. At the end of the day, remember, voting does matter, but if you vote in person, it's probably gonna affect it a little bit more. I had another video on mail-in voting too. Go to my channel, guys. I did a bunch of stuff there. If you like this video, if you like me talking to you guys about politics and stuff, I posted a bunch of videos. I have about 130 videos on my channel up to this point. We'll see how many more in the future. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video and hopefully a different suit. But I will see you tomorrow.